We're going to call this one Shalom, brothers and sisters. This will be the part 2 right here. Pharaoh's dream, right? We know that Pharaoh's dream, right? Pharaoh had a dream, right? And we know this from the Torah portion studies, and we're actually in the 12th now, but this is the fulfillment, the summary of the 11th Torah portion, Vayigash, right? Or Wayigash, and he drew near, right? So, Your Honor, would like to approach the bench. King of Kings says, proceed. So, Pharaoh, right, had a dream, right? Pharaoh had a dream. I have a dream. Not that one. That's the false prophet there, right? But Pharaoh had a dream. Pharaoh had a dream. And our brother, right, when the Machin Yosef interpreted, was the only one able to interpret that dream. Now we know that Obama, right, that he had a dream too, right? It's in his book. And the audio, if you don't want to read it and can't read, you can listen to the audio version right there. And it's called Dreams of My Father. Now, some exploring this theme have come forward with Dreams of My Real Father, where they propose, that perhaps the father that we have come to believe is Obama's father is not his father, so forth and so on. Not going to really go there right now. We're going to stick to the point of Dreams of My Father, right? Dreams of My Father. Now, in the previous vid, we addressed, Obama's Bob Marley deception, right? This is the Bob Marley deception right here, right? So-called Obama Marley. That's the deception. But why this deception right here? Well, you remember, Judah, right? Judah approached, right? Judah drew near to Joseph, right? Now notice this. This is that ring right there. This is what it's really all about. The ring, right? Lord of the Rings. Right? The Adonai of the rings, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, right? It's all because of that ring right there, right? The ring, the Lord of the Rings. We'll touch on that a little bit more right here. So this is the deception, right? This is the deception. That deception was laid out in 08. Well, actually 07. The election was, it was 07 going into kind of 08. It was that particular period of time. Now, when we look at the Ethiopian calendar and the time and so forth and so on, we know that we're under the Gregorian calendar, right, where they sought to change laws and times, right, where they sought to change laws and times. And this is part of that Antiochus Epiphanes and part of that Antichrist or son of perdition. Son, who's the father? Okay. Who's the father right there? That's part of that prophecy right there within the scripture, right? Within the Holy Scriptures. Now, many people have believed this lie, right? Believe this lie, and some still believe the lie. Some will be upset because, we're exposing the truth, but, it's light, right? They say sunlight acts as a good disinfectant. Now, sunlight acts naturally as a good disinfectant. Then spiritual light, right? Jah is I light and salvation, right? Of whom shall I not be afraid? He's the strength of I life, right? So let the light shine. So Obama, right? Obama had a dream. Pharaoh had a dream. Some have believed that actually Obama is, like a Joseph to us. He's like our brother that we don't really recognize. He's here to sustain us and preserve us and help to bring us out. Perhaps, maybe that is so. But I'm basically looking at the more obvious, spiritually speaking, with spiritual eyes, interpretation that Joseph was the only one to be able to interpret, right, Pharaoh's dream, right? Now we know there's another dream too. There's the so-called American dream, right? For those who are awake, right? Those who have woken up, those who are awake, they know that this American so-called dream, especially for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the black sheep of the family has turned into a nightmare. Those who are still sleeping, right? Those who still are asleep, or who are the walking dead, those who are spiritually dead, right? In the head, they don't recognize this. The lost sheep of that, those who have gone down to rely on Pharaoh, right? To rely on Pharaoh. So Bob Marley is I Rastafari Joseph. See, this is the reason why they presented that hoax, right? This is the reason why they presented that hoax. But something that was brought out, I've seen this before, but it was brought out to I, give thanks, sis, because you hit it on the head. They are completely opposites. If you think about it, Obama had a what? Black father, right? According to even both versions, his version and the counter version, or the other version, you know, saying that his father is that communist guy, that black communist guy, whatever. You know what I mean? So he had a black father and a white mother, right? A so-called, well, the African guy is not really a Hebrew. He's under the Ishmael part. So, but he's a Hebrew in that sense, but not a Judahite as I are. So let's just put it like this. He had a black father and a white mother. But then Burhana Selassie, aka I Rastafari Joseph, a type of Joseph, right? Remember Redemption song, right? Had a white father, they say, right? According to the natural, had a white father and a Benjamite or a Hebrew Israelite mother. Complete opposites right here. But why did they seek to associate these two right here? Why did they seek to bridge this? Right? Why did they seek to bridge this? The bridge is over. The bridge is over because we're at that end time, right? We're at that end time. You know, we're at that end of the times of the Gentiles. So who do they give us? They give us, judging this by the natural, judging by appearances, a black president. Right? And many would make believe, right? They would make themselves believe whatever they wanted to believe, right? Don't give them no specifics, right? They'll fill in the details. And so ones have filled in details that don't really exist. But Yosef, he was the one that was able to interpret the dream that Pharaoh had. Nobody else could interpret that dream. Now, what's interesting, I think it's in Dreams of My Father, or it could be the other book that he did, but he had disclosed a very interesting cryptic dream, Obama, right?